Francesca had her fair share of suitors in Bridgerton Season 3's Part 1, but John Stirling jumped out because of how much she seemingly liked him. However, their story can easily become one of the most unexpectedly heart-wrenching were Bridgerton to follow the book. Unusually meeting in Bridgerton Season 3, Episode 3, Forces of Nature, through his and Francesca's similar need to be out of the stuffy ballroom, John Stirling, Earl of Kilmartin, and Francesca were only formally introduced in Bridgerton Season 3, Episode 4, Old Friends. Their immediate bond was impossible to ignore, despite Violet believing it happened oddly. While Queen Charlotte pushed her sparkler, Francesca, toward Lord Samadani, their evident differences about what they wanted out of marriage soon highlighted how unsuited they were. Although Queen Charlotte was outraged by Francesca leaving instead of accepting Samadani's offer of lemonade, Francesca was barely interested in the affront her refusal caused, because she knew that not only she and John both appreciated silence but also music, making him one of the few new Bridgerton Season 3 characters with whom she wanted to spend her time. However, no matter how close Francesca and John seemed, their future will likely hold tragedy. Who is John Stirling? Bridgerton Season 3's new character explained. John's quiet demeanor that appeals to Francesca is also his key feature in the book. Victor Alley as John Stirling, Earl of Kilmartin in Bridgerton Season 3 Episode 4. John Stirling, Earl of Kilmartin was presented as a very reserved ton member in Bridgerton Season 3, Episode 4 after calling on Francesca despite not being formally introduced before. Although the faux pas was greatly noticed by Violet, also shocked by John and Francesca sitting together in silence instead of trying to get to know one another, it didn't bother Francesca, who already cultivated some kind of inner joke with John because of their mutual appreciation of calm and silence. John and Francesca's positive reactions to their unusual behavior highlight even more how well paired they could be. Although mentioned as Francesca's husband in previous Bridgerton books, John is first seen through his cousin Michael's eyes in When He Was Wicked's beginning, Francesca's Bridgerton book spanning multiple timelines, when she had met John, just before their second wedding anniversary, and 6 years after their first meeting, when Francesca started to consider getting remarried. 8th Earl of Kilmartin, John had grown up with his cousin Michael at Kilmartin in Scotland, not having the chance to serve in the Napoleonic Wars like Michael because he was the Earl. The two cousins were more like brothers, having been raised together.